Welcome to my New Zealand Rugby channel, where the Kiwi spirit and rugby passion come together as one. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my mates. I was really impressed by Rassie Erasmus's personnel decisions for the South African team in the match against Wales. The way he managed the squad was both flexible and strategic, especially given that several key players were unavailable due to club commitments. From the outset, I could feel the tension in balancing squad strength with opportunities for new players, a challenge every coach faces, yet few handle as skillfully as Erasmus. His adaptability in arranging the team reflects a long-term vision, not just aiming for immediate victory, but also preparing for the 2027 Rugby World Cup. What stood out to me first was the change in the starting lineup, with 8 changes from the previous match. Some might worry about stability, but keeping Damian Willems and Kainan Moodie in the backline maintained the core spine of the team. Moodie's switch to the left wing, alongside Ethan Hooker on the right, showed that Erasmus wasn't just filling gaps, but also seizing the chance to experiment with new tactical options. From my perspective, this is smart strategy. Modern rugby increasingly values player versatility and adaptability, and Erasmus clearly wanted to turn absences into opportunities to deepen the squad. Meanwhile, moving Damian de Allende to 12 and including Andre Esterhuizen in the midfield highlighted Erasmus's focus on blending experience with youth. This was a highly tactical choice, since the midfield dictates game tempo and launching attacks. I really admired how he kept familiar player combinations while giving newcomers a chance in a lower-pressure environment. It's a long-term vision, building a team not reliant on a few stars, but balanced across skill, strength, and teamwork. I was also fascinated by how Erasmus handled the forwards. Even without Pieter-Steph du Toit, the loose trio of Jasper Wiese, Sia Kolisi, and Franco Mostert stayed cohesive. In the pack of 8, only Ruan Nortje kept his spot, with the others all changed. While this could worry some about cohesion, I see it as evidence of South Africa's squad depth. The inclusion of Jean Kleyn, Wilco Louw, Johan Grobelaar, and Gerhard Steenkamp not only added physical power, but gave younger players high-level experience. Personally, I think it's a very systematic move. Relying only on veterans makes a team vulnerable when stars are unavailable. Erasmus's decision to use a 7-to-1 bench also impressed me. He didn't just consider absent players, he relied on forwards' performance over the year to shape the replacements. There was fairness and logic in how he assessed each individual, choosing Bongi Mbonambi, Zachary Porthen, Asanati Entlabakani, Eben Etzebeth, and others was based on current form, not just reputation, giving young players a real chance to shine. This kind of judgment shows a coach who can spot and develop talent, not just select stars. I also resonated with Erasmus's comments thanking clubs and unions for releasing players. It showed a deep understanding that rugby is not just about battles on the field, but also cooperation across levels. I could sense his respect for the people supporting the national team, which I find very human and admirable, especially in today's sport culture, where success is often individualized. South Africa's preparation for the UN clash with Wales also impressed me. Erasmus acknowledged Wales had a balanced squad of experience and youthful energy, meaning South Africa would face serious pressure. I felt both caution and confidence in his assessment. This illustrates how strategy is not just physical, but also psychological and tactical. Preparing meticulously for what might seem like an end-of-year match, but is actually part of a long-term plan, shows the difference between a strong team and one that relies on reputation. Finally, what struck me most was Erasmus's long-term vision. He wasn't only focused on immediate results, but on squad depth, testing young players, and balancing experience with potential. I see this as a very modern approach to team management, aiming not just for short-term success, but sustainable competitiveness, especially toward the 2027 World Cup. His attention to detail and individual care make it clear he's not just a coach, but a true leader and mentor. For me, watching South Africa under Erasmus was both exciting and inspiring. I could see the careful balance between experience and youth, tactics and people, short-term pressure and long-term vision. It made me appreciate that rugby is not just a physical game, but also a strategic art and exercise in people management. To me, it's clear evidence of South Africa's maturity, not just strong physically and technically, but smart, adaptable, and visionary. Thanks for being part of my New Zealand rugby journey. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss any epic moments. Big thanks to all the fans.